The island of Maayotte is no stranger to storms, but nothing could have prepared them for Cyclone Sheido. Packing winds of over 140 miles per hour, Sheido slammed into Maayotte with the force of a freight train. The date was seared into the memories of all who lived through it. Homes were reduced to rubble, power lines twisted and snapped like twigs. The storm surge, a wall of water driven by the cyclone's fury, swallowed entire coastal communities. The official death toll stands at 20, but the true number is likely far higher. Many remain missing, lost to the unforgiving sea. The stench of death hangs heavy in the air, a grim reminder of the lives lost. Communication with the outside world is sporadic at best. Phone lines are down, and only a lucky few have managed to get messages out. The world is only just beginning to grasp the scale of the tragedy that has befallen this small island nation. The situation on the ground is dire. The cyclone has left Maayotte reeling in a humanitarian crisis of staggering proportions. Food, water, and shelter, the basic necessities of life, are in desperately short supply. Hospitals, already overwhelmed by the injured, are running low on vital supplies. The situation is particularly dire in the shanty towns, where poverty and overcrowding have exacerbated the disaster's impact. John Bellows, a resident of the capital city, Mamoudzou, recounts his harrowing experience. The wind was deafening, like 1,000 demons screaming at once. My house shook, and then the roof simply vanished. He and his family survived by clinging to a tree for hours as the storm raged around them. Now, they are homeless, with nothing but the clothes on their backs. The stories of survival are as harrowing as they are heartbreaking. But amid the despair, there are also stories of extraordinary resilience. Neighbors helping neighbors, strangers sharing what little food and water they have. The human spirit, even in the face of unimaginable tragedy, endures. In the wake of the disaster, the French government has sprung into action. Military planes loaded with aid are arriving, bringing much-needed supplies and personnel. Medical teams are working tirelessly to treat the injured and prevent the outbreak of disease. The international community, too, is responding with pledges of support and assistance, but much more needs to be done. The scale of the devastation is immense, and the needs on the ground are overwhelming. The coming days and weeks will be critical in providing life-saving assistance to those who need it most. The world must not turn its back on Maayotte in its hour of need. The road to recovery will be long and arduous, but with the support of the international community, Maayotte can and will rebuild. The resilience of the human spirit, so evident in the aftermath of this disaster, will be their guiding light.